Good morning, everyone. You all are promoted to the BSc third year physics. So, during your first year and second year, you might have studied various subjects or sub subjects of the physics, जिसमें मैथमेटिकल मेथड्स इन फिजिक्स है, जिसमें आपने आज तक प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ मैटर पढ़ा हुआ है, वेर यू हैव स्टडीड स्टैटिस्टिकल फिजिक्स, some part of nuclear physics is also there. So all these, when you are studying, so there are some applications of these at different levels. Similarly, when you are promoted, when you are admitted to BSc third year, you are supposed to understand various phenomena, you are supposed to understand advances in physics, so that when you will go for post graduation, when you will go for your MSc, so there you can find exact applications of these subjects, or there in deep you can study the same subject and you can have a research on that topic. So therefore, during your third year, you have very nice subjects which you can use for your post graduation, which even you can use for your research point of view also. So we'll be having highlights of some of those subjects, and we'll be having a discussion on those topics out of that, or subtopics which we'll be having a discussion. So once again, at the BSc third year physics subject, on behalf of Sri Gajanan Shikshan Prasarak Mandal, Toshniwal Arts, Commerce and Science College, I welcome you all for getting to know about subjects studied under physics. Our college is affiliated to Swami Ramanand Tirth Marathwada University, Nanded. So the syllabus designed by Board of Studies in Physics, Swami Ramanand Tirth Marathwada University, will be considered for teaching and evaluation of every one of you. All these are available on the channel described by Physics Department, that is Physics All Around. So you may go and watch this video, and even you can like it and subscribe it for further more videos that will be uploaded directly during this meeting, or that may be live streamed. So boys, when you are considering for getting to know about these aspects, it is a very must for all of us to find out exactly how do we will be able to start it up, and how this syllabus will be helpful for you in understanding various aspects, how you can learn different mechanisms. So therefore, during this learning process, you should know about some basic facts. You must be well aware about an important factors that will be able to take you to a higher level of learning, which can be used in making it applicable. Like suppose during your third year, you have to study mechanics, you have to study about solid state physics. So in mechanics or in solid state physics, both of these things are well applicable into different manners. Now when we are using the term of well applicable into different manners, so how the applicability is to be tested? Although during your BSc you are studying the fundamentals, so while studying the fundamental parts of this physics, it is also necessary to know how that can be used in making it applicable, like quantum mechanics or in mechanics padna hai. So these papers are quantum mechanics, and the other one is a solid state physics. That is your paper number 14, paper number 12, paper number 13, paper number enhancement course number 3, skill enhancement course number 4. These are your skill enhancement courses, that is SEC, as you have learned during your second year. Same kind of learning is there for you for your third year also. So there will not be any different. So the difference is that at that time you have studied a different paper, but here you have to go for a different one. So that is only the difference. The rest is the same one. So therefore, while studying this quantum mechanics, you have to learn about the basic terminologies. The basic terminology starts with mechanics. During your semester 5, I am teaching you paper number 12, that is quantum mechanics. So in learning the quantum mechanics, you must be well aware about the mechanics. What is meant by mechanics? Mechanics का क्या मतलब होता है? Now, as you all were aware about the factors that we people are having vehicles at our home, and whenever we find any problem in the vehicle, we are going to take it to the person who is trying to solve the problem, and his name is a mechanic. तो हम वो गाड़ी को मैकेनिक के पास लेके जाते हैं. So what mechanic is doing? He is just trying to find out a solution that why the vehicle is not moving. So therefore, the person who is working with the mechanics of the vehicle, that is called as a mechanic. So therefore, in short, you can define it as a motion and its various causes. So while learning the quantum mechanics, we have to study about the micromaterials, because macro material can be studied when you are undergoing or when you are trying to understand about the macro materials, that is Newton's law of mechanics is available and applicable. In that case, you can consider it to be a classical mechanics. But there are certain failures of classical mechanics which are well explained by this quantum mechanics. That study will go into deep when we'll actually start. This is only an introduction of the syllabus. तो इसमें आपको क्या करना है, ये क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स आपको क्यों पढ़ना है, ये सारी बातें जानना बहुत ज़रूरी है. You should be well known why it is necessary to know about the quantum mechanics, because there you have to study about the micro materials, there you have to study about the energy, there you have to study about how the duality principle works, how the particle acts as a rigid particle and how it is acting as a wave also. That is the duality nature of particle. And when you are talking about the duality nature of the particle, we must be well aware and we should think about a factor that is called as uncertainty. Uncertainty means how? Suppose that when you are talking about a particle, so you are well aware about the position. So when a particle is existing, its position can be finded out. But when same particle is in motion, or when the particle is in motion, there can you be able to find out the position of particle? Definitely no, because it is in motion. जब भी कोई चीज़ अगर मूवमेंट में हो तो वो मूवमेंट में रहने वाली चीज़ की पोजीशन एग्जैक्ट फाइंड नहीं कर सकते, बिकॉज इट इज़ मूविंग. सपोज दैट इफ़ यू आर डिफाइनिंग ए पोजीशन कि ये पार्टिकल अभी यहाँ दिखा था, विद इन अ फ्रैक्शन ऑफ सेकंड और विद इन अ फ्यू मिनट्स द पार्टिकल विल चेंज इज पोजीशन. So therefore, simultaneously you cannot find out position and you cannot define it like a moving particle, because when we are talking about moving, so it means that it is in motion, it is having some velocity, and velocity itself defines it is a rate of change of displacement per unit time. So if it is a rate of change of displacement, so if it is displacing, so you cannot find out its position. तो इसलिए उसमें एक अनसर्टनिटी आ जाती है कि यू कैनॉट एग्जैक्टली फाइंड आउट ए पोजीशन, एट द सेम टाइम यू कैनॉट फाइंड आउट द वेलोसिटी ऑफ द पार्टिकल. सो इट मीन्स दैट देयर एग्जिस्ट दीज टू डिफरेंट फेनोमेनास, that is called as a duality principle, and on the other hand it is also supported by the uncertainty principle. So therefore these two are very basic principles which have given rise in the mind of the scientist to think about raising out of some different mechanism, and that mechanism itself has given rise to a new phenomena that is called as a photon, and that photons are defined as bunch of energy, and that is called as quanta of energy. So on the basis of this quanta of energy, the name of the branch is defined as quantum mechanics. It is a branch of physics that is dealing with motion of microscopic particle in the form of energy transmission, and this energy transmission is nothing but movement of quanta of energy, bunches of energy from one place to other place. Now one place to other place means what? One place to other place means when you are studying about formation of a bond, when the bond formation is there, we cannot see point and it is reaching to the other. During the bond formation, it is emitting the energy, that is called as endothermic or exothermic. So therefore when it is endothermic or when it is exothermic, during this process you can find out the energy is going out, energy or energy is absorbed. So therefore this is all a process of energy transmission, and this energy transmission process is to be studied under a special or a specific branch that is called as a quantum mechanics. So therefore, now this is the fundamentals of quantum mechanics. Why quantum mechanics has arisen, why you have to study. Still there are some more applications, like in hydrogen atom. We are well aware and well versatile with the hydrogen atom, that hydrogen atom contains only one electron. And according to classical mechanics, it states that whenever a single electron is there, it must be rotating into a single specific energy orbit. But experimentally it is observed that hydrogen is having a different energy levels. So therefore, whenever the hydrogen is giving out a spectrum, that is hydrogen spectrum, it is giving a discrete 4 different kind of spectrums can be observed in this hydrogen. So therefore, that is also giving rise to a question that there must be a different phenomenon which is explaining this energy emission, that is which is well explaining the spectrum. So therefore, the quantum mechanics is well perfectly applicable for atoms like hydrogen. So therefore, during your physics paper number 12, quantum mechanics, you have to understand how the quantum mechanics is applicable for the hydrogen atom, and that is application of quantum mechanics in hydrogens. So therefore, we'll learn it one by one. We'll try to consider it one by one, like wave particle nature of this quantum mechanics, that is particle properties of waves. And on the basis of this, Schrödinger has brought an equation. It is categorized as a time dependent and time independent, because when we are considering a particle and wave, so when we are defining the properties of a particle, it is also necessary to define about the wave properties, because waves are associated with that particle. So therefore, Schrödinger has used the basic theories of uncertainty, Planck's quantization. He has used it in defining a new theory, and the new theory itself is defined as a Schrödinger's theory, or that is also called as Schrödinger's equation. Now when these waves are associated with particle and when the particle is in motion, naturally this phenomena is a time dependent. So therefore, there the Schrödinger has tried to define it into 2 different ways, that is a Schrödinger's time dependent equation, Schrödinger's time independent equation. So that we will have to study in one of your chapter. And the next is application of this quantum mechanics, application of this quantum mechanics in hydrogen atom, application of this quantum mechanics in harmonic oscillations also. So there we have to find out these different phenomena. One of the very best application of this quantum mechanics is in one of the recent research, that is in nanotechnology or a nanomaterial. That is not a part of your syllabus, but still you are a student of physics, so it is must for you to know about nanotechnology also. That also we will be trying to highlight in one of our lecture. So this is a brief that what you have to study during your BSc third year, how this quantum mechanics will be useful and what are its ins and outs, that will definitely consider.